Let's do subtraction now. In subtraction, we have to remove a number. Like, suppose I have 5 chocolates, and if I give you 2 chocolates out of my 5 chocolates, then how many chocolates do I have now? I have 3 chocolates now only, right? Because initially I had, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chocolates, and I gave you these 2 chocolates, and now these chocolates are no more there. So now I have only these 3 chocolates. So I actually did subtraction 5 minus 2. So this 5 minus 2 will be equal to 3, right? So this is like subtraction of chocolates. So this is basically the same thing for even for higher numbers. So let's do all the questions one by one. So my first question is 8,539 minus 126. So in this question, we are actually following the same rules that we used over there in addition process. We will write the greatest number at the top and the smallest number at the bottom. And we will align all numbers such that unit place value is always aligned. Unit place value must be in the same column, alright? If you do that properly, you will never ever go wrong. So the first step, find out the greatest number. 8,539 is of course the greatest. Write this number at the top, so 8539 will be here, and 126 will be at the bottom, making sure that the units place value is aligned. For this number, units place value is 9, and for the next number 126, the units place value will be 6. So write in the reverse order if it is hard for you to visualize. So write 6 here, then 2, then 1. Then go for your subtraction process. So 9 minus 6, everybody knows it is 3, right? Or you can simply draw 9 lines and 6, remove 6 lines out of that, you will get that, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So remove 6 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are left with these 3 lines, so 3 is your answer. 9 minus 6 is always 3. Then 3 minus 2, that is 1. 5 minus 1, that is 4. Now 8 minus, we don't have any number over there, so we can assume it to be 0. So 8 minus 0 is 8. So our answer will be 8,413 because 126 was subtracted, like minus, subtracted from 8,539. Alright? Let's do another question. We have 985 minus 57. So we have this question. We'll again do the same process like we did before in the previous question. Find out the greatest number, align units place value, and your job is done. So 985 will be here, and 7 here, 5 here. Reverse order is better, you will never go wrong. Now over here, there's a problem now. If you see here 5 is lesser than 7, we cannot subtract smaller number from a larger number, right? So this is very hard now, what to do. So we have to borrow, we have to take a loan. Like when you're short of money, you will always approach the bank and take some loan, right? In the same way, we are short of number and we will ask our friend who is very rich to give some money to us. In the same way, this 5 is going to ask 8. You have so many numbers, why don't you give me 1? If you see here, this 8 over here, it actually means 80 because it is 8 tens. This 8 over there is 8 tens. And this 5 here, this 5 is 5 ones. So if you see here, 8 tens, which is actually 80, is greater than 5 ones, which is actually 5, right? 80 is greater than 5. So 80 is very rich as compared to 5. 5 is poor. 5 is very poor. And 5 will ask 80 to give me at least one number, please. I need only one number that will make my life. You give me 1 tens from your 8 tens, right? So if this 5 takes 1 tens, that means 5, which was 5 ones before, 5 ones, it will become 1 plus 1 tens, which will be 5 plus 10, that is 15. So this 5 will become 15 now, and this 8 which was very rich before, 8 tens, will now have only 7 tens, so it will become 7 now. Now this 5 borrowed in number from 8 tens, right? So 5 is now richer as compared to 7. So now this 15, we can easily subtract 7 from 15. So 15 minus 7 is 8, right? And 7 minus 5 tens. So now it is 7 tens and 5 tens. Or we can simply subtract 7 and 5 because they're in the same column. So 7 minus 5 will be 2. And 9 minus, we don't have any number there, we can assume it to be 0. So 9 minus 0 will be 9. So the answer will be 928. So I hope that's clear now. If you have any doubt, you can pause the video, rewind, watch it again. Let's do one more. So our next question is 6547 minus 3421. So we again have two numbers, and clearly 6000 is greater than 3000 and blah blah blah. So that's for sure that 6547 will be at the top, 6547, and 3421 will be at the bottom. And we need to subtract these two numbers. So this is very easy. 7 minus 1 can be easily subtracted from 7, so it will be 6. 4 minus 2 will be 2. 5 minus 4 will be 1. 6 minus 3 will be 3. So our answer will be 3126, right? This was way too easy. No need of explaining this question. Let's move to the next question. We have now, we have 806 minus 275. So we need to do subtraction operation for these two numbers. So watch carefully how to do this one. 806 and 275. We need to subtract these two numbers. 6 minus 5. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible because 5 is smaller than 6. So 5 can be easily subtracted from 6. So it will leave 1. But 0 and 7, now again we got a big problem, right? 0 is smaller, way too smaller. It's like 0, it's nothing. And we are going to subtract from nothing. We are going to subtract 7 from nothing. So how to do that? So if we see here, we have 8 over here. And this 8 in 806 is 8 hundredths, right? So that it means 800. And 7 over there, this in 275, this 7 means 7 tenths. That means 70. And we are subtracting 0, 0 and 70. So 70 is way too poor. So what this 0 can do, this 0 can ask this 8 to give me 100. You are so rich. Nothing will happen to you. You will be rich. Of course you will be. Because you have $800 with you. I have nothing. So why don't you give me $100 from you? So this 8 is very nice. And it gives 100 points to 0, 0. So now the 0, 0 become 1, 0, 0. Okay? So that means it becomes 100 now. And we know that 100 is actually 10 tens, right? So instead of 0, this will become 10 tens, and instead of this 8, this will become 7 hundredths. So this will become 10 now, and 10 minus 7, everybody knows that it will be equal to 3. And 7 minus 2, this is very easy. 7 hundredths minus 2 hundredths, that will be equal to 5. So that will be 531. Alright, this is way too easy now. So you got it. So anybody can borrow from anybody, because in math everybody is very kind. They are not like your friends who would like stab you from the back. So these are very good numbers. They are very benevolent. They will definitely help you when you need them. Let's do one more. Yes, this question is very tricky, so I really recommend you to pause me here. I'm here, I'm not going, don't worry. Just pause, do this question yourself. 1, 3, 8, 2, 4, minus 5, 9, 5, 7. Do this question now. If you don't get it, then resume the video. And even if you have any problems after that, just hit me an email. I'll reply. So we have 1824, the greatest number at the top, then 7595 here at the bottom, and we'll do subtraction now. We need to subtract, and we got a problem at the first step itself. 4 is smaller than 7, so how to subtract? So this 4 will ask from 2 to give me something. So this 2 is, all numbers are good, so they will definitely give 10 points to this 4. So 4 will become 14. 14 minus 7 is 7. Now 1 and 5, again the problem comes. Now this one has actually, your friend has given you the money, and that friend has become so poor that he needs to take money from his own friend, and his friend is also very good. He gives him the money, so this one will become 11. 11 minus 5 will become 6. And now that friend has become poor, and that friend will go to next friend to take some money, and his friend is also very nice. He gives him the money, and that will become 17 now. 17 minus 9 will become 8. So 8 will be here. That friend himself has become so poor that he needs to take money from the next. So his friend is very good. He gives him everything that he had. So 1 became 0, and this 2 became 12. So 12 minus 5 will become 7. So the answer is 7867. So this problem was very nice. The last number almost became nothing. He got so poor that he became bankrupt. So that number will be nothing. So out of 5 numbers here, we got the answer for only 4-digit number, right? So math is so cool. So in next session, we're gonna do multiplication. I hope you understood subtraction. Do take any 2 numbers, start subtraction, and you can compare your answer with calculators anytime. All right, and if you want to increase your mental ability in this stuff, you can play games here. www.lumosity.com. This is very nice website if you really want to be quick and fit, mentally fit, not physically. All right, so see you in the next class. Take care.